It's my morning thoughts that nobody asked for, but I'm doing it anyway. I want to start off by saying I am incredible that some sort of at least temporary ceasefire was agreed to last night. Who knows if it holds? What on earth is going on here with this truck? He just sped up in traffic to 85 miles an hour. Ugh. Yeah, don't want to go over there. Anyway, I'm incredibly grateful that a ceasefire was reached last night. I don't think it's by of the current president of the United States. And from information sources and watching and the retaliation that was going to happen if we did what he said we were going to do, I mean, we would have like literally crashed entire chunks of the planet back 100 years. Because like PVC, everything was about to be affected in a massive, massive way. And I mean, it's still potential. Like, I hope we have attacked all of the negotiators over the last few negotiations with Iran, and and Palestine. Like we've let the Israelis, or we have assassinated the negotiators. So I'm not incredibly hopeful that everything will hold. But I am so thoroughly disgusted with this administration and the sycophants and idiots that it has. There's not a spine to be found in Trump's cabinet. Every sitting member of Congress, House, Senate, Republican and Democrat, should be primaried and purged from office. Every single one. Every Trump administration official should be out. There's not an ethic that you could find and rub together. Like, this administration is, in my mind, the proverbial Sodom and Gomorrah, but it has to do with integrity. You find two people with integrity, I don't think you could find them. Every congressional staffer, everybody who works for the Senate, every single one of them out. Every single one. And they should never be allowed into politics again. They should all end up working the worst jobs that we can find for them, trying to scrape things together for the rest of their lives. I'm not kidding. Every congressional staffer that works there that didn't resign, that didn't walk out, every sitting congressperson. I think the Trump family, with all these corrupt dealings and nonsense they've done, I think every asset, even what he had when he came into office, stripped and returned to the American people. He can keep Mar-a-Lago. That's it. I think the Trump name should be ripped from every hotel and every city in the world. I honestly believe history will prove this out. He will go down as the worst president, not just in modern history, U.S. history, the whole shebang. worse than the Monroes, worse than any of the 1920s useless presidents, the Grover Clevelands, the Hoovers. He will go down as the worst president in world history. The amount of damage he's done to the like not just the U.S. economy, the world economy, and to traditional allies, not NATO, the Japanese, the Koreans, the Philippines. Like we might see a whole new dynamic in Asia. We might not have bases over there anymore. He may have just handed Taiwan to the Chinese. And oh, it's alarmist, Jordan. You're alarmist. You were yesterday. I don't think people. I don't think lots of people understand just how dire yesterday was. Like self-inflicted Cuban Missile Crisis level economic damage. And there's still a chance that this goes pear-shaped and goes off the rails. Because we're out of interceptors in the area. And if he thinks this is some clever ruse to get more weapon systems into the area, I got beachfront property in Idaho to sell you. Nobody can afford anything. The stock market isn't the economy. We have a K-shaped economy. There's those that make over 100,000 and those who make less. And we do not live in the same world. And we do not play in the same circles. And we don't even have the same concerns. I called Blake Moore's office yesterday. I tried to call Senator Lee's office yesterday. And Blake Moore's office was the only one that answered. I didn't think Mike Lee's office would actually answer because mostly I don't think our senators, especially him, actually cares um, about Utah. Man, I have some not nice words to say to most of those men. But and Blake Moore's office was like, oh well, he's trying to get updated on the situation. Updated on the situation. Get your ass on the floor and hey, no, we're not leaving until we get a war powers resolution right now. No, nobody leaves. That's what should have been happening. Or declare war and let's go to total war. I disagree with that totally. But that way we can at least vote on it. Not this apathetic, I'm not going to do my job so you can't hold me accountable nonsense. You can't find a spine and an ethic. You know what? I feel like I'll pause that one. I'll say I've appreciated some of what Ro Khanna has done on the Epstein files and Thomas Massey. And I disagree with a ton of what those people say. And I think the constant just like voting against the debt, like anything that increases the debt. I mean, at least he's principled, Thomas Massey, on that. I disagree with some of the ways that he's kind of supported the president or not talked bad about him, like or like weird initiatives that he's been like, you know, separate and always speak your mind and your conscience. And there's been a couple of them, but appreciative that they've kind of gone for the UAP disclosure and things like that. But honestly, for the most part, and even some of those that are on those, like the UAP issue, that they're not really working all that hard. And there's subterfuge going on. So yeah, if you're an elected official right now, top to bottom, get out, resign today, because you're not good at your job. I would make the argument. I don't know that you're actually a good person. Your desire for power and ladder climbing tells me everything I need to know. And the fact that you won't speak up for your constituents when this is like the most unpopular war ever. It's starting off less popular than the Vietnam War. Just wrap your mind around that. Starting off less popular than Vietnam before a single boot hit the ground. And they were just going to go along with it. They were just going to let this junk ride out until whatever terrible outcome happened, and then try to like, oh, well, no, you're done. Resign today. We'll figure it out. The state can appoint somebody else. All the states can appoint somebody else temporarily for special elections. Every single member of Congress should be out. The dereliction of your duty almost cost us everything. Like the level of famine and starvation that's probably still coming because fertilizer. Here's the funny thing: fertilizer takes time to manufacture, and I don't know most of crop seasons. Because seasons require, if you don't have the timing or the season, guess what you can't do? Produce the food. So if you're in a poor country and you can't buy the fertilizer because it's too expensive or it's too late, your yields are down. And when your yields are down, people are going to starve. And this is just as of this morning. I don't even know if the peace is actually held. There's an entire chance that somebody's out there doing the needling that they constantly do because they always have to have the last freaking word. You know, I was thinking about this. All these politicians that fly to Israel and kiss the wall. And I was thinking about that. I think that's idol worship. I don't, I'm a religious person. I would classify myself as a Christian, a believer in the two great commandments and the 10 commandments. And I'll be honest, and bow their head. And I'm like, hang on, that looks a lot like. Now, I disagree with some of the way that like Catholics pray to the saints and things like that because I am of the opinion, doctrinal difference, that is idol worship. That is my interpretation of it. I'm not critiquing that group for that. I just like that's my thought on it. But to actually go and kiss the wall of the foundation of the temple or the last wall that's left, I'm kind of like, it feels like you're more worshiping the wall than you are worshiping your God. You're doing some humiliation ritual for a wall. Like the building becomes sacred for what it does. The building itself is a building. Maybe that's because the LDS faith builds temples, and we have feelings about them. But like, if a temple burns down, you can rebuild it. It is the building itself is made sacred, but is not itself the sacred thing. So all these people that go and they kiss the wall and they bow there. I'm like, yeah, this might be idol worship. And I'm a conspiracy guy. I mean, I'm all in on certain types of conspiracies. Sure. Also, Trump's cabinet that's left. Tulsi Gabbard. What a waste. Whew. My, have you fallen? You have no backbone. No. You've done nothing. And as vice president, Every single one of these people should never hold any, not school board, not PTA, nothing, not board of a company. You can't trust these people to make any good decisions when it needs to be done. If I don't know that I would trust these people as a shift lead at McDonald's. Every single one of these people should be replaced by AI at a minimum. But like, I don't know, maybe go pick fruit. I don't know that I can trust you to not lick your fingers while you're picking fruit. Mainly because that's a hard job that requires you to do hard work every day, but you're not responsible for anybody else or anything else. I think. I also think every member of Congress that's made any money since they've been in Congress, all forfeit every penny they've made while in Congress from inside information. Because you're not making any smart trades. Any money you've made while in Congress, done. You're out. You're done. It's coming back to the American people. You're out. And you can never sit on a board of a company. You can't sit on a defense contract. Nothing. Purge them all. There's not. There's no talent or expertise there other than stealing and prostrating yourself to another country. Every single member of Congress, every elected official out. Oh, FBI Director Kash Patel, charge that man criminally. Pam Bondi, yep, jail. Straight to jail. RFK Jr., out. He had a couple good ideas, but then he took those way too far. I mean, the idea of making America healthy again, sure, great idea. Love it. Uh, we're going to eliminate, what we do know is, you know, it's like saying, like, oh, yeah, we didn't get rid of polio with a vaccine. That, yeah, no nuance, no conversation, no real people. Every member of Congress, primaried. Even Thomas Massey and Ro Khanna, primary him. Destroy the Republican and the Democratic establishment and start over. They are corrupt and evil and captured and problematic, and I don't see a way forward for them. The special interest is a problem. Oh, Citizens United? Ugh. Dear Mitt Romney. Ooh, try not to say the F word. You have a terrible legacy. You spineless wiener. But hey, what do I know? I'm just an IT guy ranting his thoughts in the morning on his way to work. So I don't know that I have any good ideas outside of every single elected official out. That's it. I'm good.